Hi there, it's Dr. Thornell from England Family Chiropractic. I want to share with you a quick lesson that could save you a lot of neck problems in the morning, the stiff neck and the headaches. A lot of people that will come in and they say, I have a stiff neck today, I must have slept wrong. Well, let me tell you that almost never happens. When you're sleeping, you're truly sleeping, you can't really get into a position that's wrong enough to cause you problems very often. It probably happens, but it's very rare. What most people do during the night is not sleeping wrong, they're moving wrong while they're sleeping. And there's a phrase that I like to teach people, which is lift your head before you move in bed. And what I mean by that is when you're laying in bed at night and you go to move, don't use your head to push against the pillow to then move your body. And I'm going to show you in just a minute. But everybody's seen this. If you watch an infant move around, what happens is an infant, the first part of our body that we can really control is our head. So you'll see them laying on the ground, pushing and trying to move themselves around with their head. So reflexively as an adult, that pathway is pretty well ingrained into our body, and unless we're consciously doing something different, we're going to use our head to move around. Well, as an adult, we have the ability to use our elbows and our shoulders and our hands and arms, where infants don't have that ability. So it makes much more sense for us to use those other things instead of hurting our neck during the night. So here's what happens. I'm going to go ahead and show you. If I were to lay on my side, like a normal sleeper, and here I am on the pillow, and I want to go turn on my back. If I don't lift my head, what I end up doing is pushing with my head and my heels to lift my entire body up with my neck. Now, my neck was never meant to be a crowbar to move the body around, but if I simply will do this, if I just lift my head up and then move, then I can lay my head back down, everything's fine. If I were to go from my back to my side, what most people do is they're going to crank their head way over here like this, then going to drive with their head and slide their shoulders underneath. That's a lot of pressure on your neck, and you could certainly hurt yourself while you do that. Now, you might say, well, I'm asleep, so how do I know if I'm using my head to do that or not? And the answer is you don't, but if you consciously, while you're awake, laying on the couch or laying in bed, if you get in the habit of lifting your head before you move in bed, eventually that gets into your subconscious and you'll find yourself doing that at night. So while you're awake during the day laying on the couch, make it a habit. If I'm going to go move, first thing I do, get my head off of the pillow or the armrest or anything else, use my arms, my shoulders, my elbows, get myself to move, and then lay your head back down. So if you want to keep yourself from waking up with a stiff neck or a headache, remember this phrase: lift your head before you move in bed.